Hi friends, I'm Jamila and welcome to the Venus Experiment channel. So today is Wednesday, February 27th, and there are so many aspects happening today. So we'll start with the moon lining up with Jupiter this morning. That's exact at 6:32 a.m. Pacific time, where the moon in Sag, this fiery light and fire candle flame in our hearts, lighting up our minds, is connecting with Jupiter in a conjunction, which is them coming together as one. So moon and Jupiter, our feelings, our hearts, our emotions are expanding and asked to get bigger and bigger and bigger. Jupiter is the inhale, Saturn is the exhale. So today, it's a big inhale. Breathe it in. It's generosity of our feelings. It's big feelings, expansive feelings. So go with this big fire and grab all the optimism that we can, because it's being doled out in big heaping spoonfuls today of positivity. So Sagittarius, moon and Jupiter, and then after it connects with Jupiter, the moon's going to line up with the galactic center at the very end of Sagittarius and trine Uranus. So this is this electric part of the month in this Sagittarius visioning in our minds. And my painting is falling because so much is happening in our minds. Things are changing and shifting as we expand our minds right now with Mercury in Pisces. And it's in shadow. We are going into shadows of our minds. We're going to be here again when Mercury goes retrograde. It's going to be retrograde for most of March. And we're going within our minds to retrace our belief systems and dissolve our belief systems as Pisces and Neptune. Mercury will conjunct Neptune again. So our minds are dissolving. But today, our hearts are expanding. So, but all of this mutable energy is all about the minds, which is transitioning. It's a transition period from the fixed, where we continue what we started, and the cardinal energy, where all is initiated and all is beginning. So Uranus in the initiating cardinal energy of Aries, we have been awakening ourselves, being the change we want to see in the world for the last 8 years. So we won't see this aspect again with moon in Sag trining Uranus for 80 more years. 80 years. So soak this light up today. This electric awakening is available for us today. Uranus is the awakener, the sky. And we look up into the sky, into the future, into the new, and we're jumping into a new dimension. So Uranus is the awakening. Let's do it today, connecting in our hearts with this expansive Jupiter visioning and the galactic center, which is just source. So the source within is coming through us and lining in this trine of flow to this being the change we want in the world. Today, we won't see it again for another 80 years. And speaking of Uranus, Venus is going to square Uranus on Friday. And then just after it does, it's going to move into Aquarius. So Venus has been in heavy, serious Capricorn for this last month, getting very serious about our relationships and what we're doing in the world. What are we offering? What are we bringing and actually physically doing for our relationships? And how is it looking in our 3D reality? And what structures, new structures are we building in our relationships, in our responsibilities? And then Venus went to Pluto and was burned in the fires, so our relationships transformed. And now it's going to square Uranus, so we're feeling this building up till Friday, this energy, squaring Uranus, where we make a huge shift. We make the jump, this electric lightning awareness of awakening in our relationships, in our values, and in our heart chakras of Venus, of where we love. And today the moon, which is our emotions, feels like the heart, also lines up with this and the galactic center and Uranus. So there's a lot of electric awakening available to us today if we want to tap into it. And I didn't even mention Mars is sextiling the sun today. So we've got a boost of physical energy if we want it, if we tap into this grounding that Mars wants us to do, get our feet in the earth and ground it. We will be given this much more physical energy where we are inspired to take action. So what a huge day. And then tonight, the moon's going to move into Capricorn at 10:48 p.m. Pacific time. So today's the sparkly fire, and let's breathe in some optimism into our hearts today and connect to this energy of the shift and the change and the awakening that we all get to tap into. Exciting! Okay, see you tomorrow. Bye.